Hello, sir.
How you doing?
You saying you good?
Nice whip.
I can say likewise, but I'm not quite on your level yet, so I'm just gonna say, yeah, excellent whip right there.
What an absolutely beautiful day right now in the UK. What's going on, guys? Brandon Hayden here. Hope you're having a great day. We're at King's Gym, an incredible gym, because today we are hitting a chest workout with Nathaniel. He actually just got his behind me. Nathaniel is one of the very first hard body athletes. We're gonna be shooting a bunch of stuff as well for the new equipment that is dropping on the 27th of this month, so in literally 2 weeks time. Considering Croydon's actually shut down because Croydon has a new location opening near Asda, Mitcham has taken all the members, so we're gonna struggle to find any pieces of equipment today.
It's gonna be long, but listen, we're gonna get the session in regardless. It's good vibes. Sunny day, you know, we gotta take advantage of it.
And it is a beautiful day, so we're just gonna have some fun, hit a chest workout, and just see what we can do. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the video.
Let's go. There has invested in me.
Sizes are a lot better as well. We just refined it a bit more too.
Mama said you're meant to burn as bright as a star among the midnight sky. All the press. Said I'd fly away, but my walls have kept me down. Now I'm lost and I'm afraid, and I'm close to hit the ground. You said I'd fly away. You said I'd fly anyway, but I keep on falling.
One more. Come on. Up, out again. Come on. It was all going fine. It was going great. I get to the 6th rep, yeah, and as I push it forward, I'm blaming this bench press. This bench press is absolute death. Pushing it forward, it comes too far forward, and I can't push it anymore. So it's coming down. It's literally like this far from my jugular. Brandon grabs it and saves my life. So Brandon, thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much.
But I keep on falling.
It went here, like originally right here. Brandon had to grab it after that.
Nice. Keep it going. Come on. Let's fucking go. Yeah, up. I want to get it. Oh, that was all you, man. honestly a pretty intense workout. It was one of those workouts that were just so sweaty and hot because there's so many like windows above this, right? So the sun from the outside, it's about 19 degrees right now. It's just been reflected into the gym and it is steaming. Chest, a little bit of shoulders, a little bit of biceps, and now we're gonna go around the gym and get some pictures of the new equipment dropping in 2 weeks. In typical fashion, right, so in typical fashion, traveling to King's Gym, it is time for a cheeky Nando's, because always when we go to King's Gym, we always finish it up with a Nando's. Yeah. Where are you going?
Oh, I was looking like a half chicken type of day.
Half chicken? I
have to go with the rice instead of the chips because I'm on a cut. So.
You don't get a Fino pita?
Nah, do you?
Yeah, every time.
It's not where it's at.
And we are back in Brighton. It's actually a few days in the future right now, but had an amazing time seeing Nathaniel, obviously like catching up with the guy, haven't seen him for a while, and getting a bunch of stuff for the new red stuff dropping on the 27th. Obviously it's a good chance for you guys to see some of the stuff if you are interested in getting some knee sleeves. These have been slightly improved. I kind of mentioned it to Nathaniel at the beginning of the vlog, but like there's been minor changes, so you could almost call them like V3s in a way, but they're still V2s. We are literally about to head out for a bit of a walk to get some steps in, because I want to talk about something right now that I'm pretty nervous about, and it's almost like the beginning of a journey, like the journey before the journey that starts on June 1st, which is the beginning of prep. Over here on the table, you may actually notice my camera is right here, and the camera I'm recording on isn't actually my camera. Geordie went ahead and invested a lot of money that she saved for on a whole Sony setup. We got the 85G Master, we got the 1635 that we're using right now, and this is the Sony A7 IV. The camera I use is the EOS R5. That's like the pinnacle of like Canon cameras, but the one I'm using right now is the newest Sony camera. The difference between Canon and Sony is very minor if you're not really into cameras and you never really use the cameras, because obviously you're watching 1080 footage in 50 frames a second. It might look the same or it might look minorly different, but the usability of it, and potentially even you might even notice some difference. I'm basically testing Geordie's camera out a little bit today and this week to see if we're going to do the switch. And the maddest thing is that if I actually sell my camera and sell all the lenses and buy this camera, I'll actually probably make a little bit of money, because this one's slightly cheaper, potentially could be a little bit better, but I'll decide after using it for a little bit. When we get back from the walk, I'm gonna have one of those delicious meals right over there. Geordie actually just made them. The macros and everything have already been tracked because she made a full day of eating video, well, like a recipe video. So I'm gonna kindly take those macros and put it into MyFitnessPal, because we're tracking now. I have been conscious about like obviously what I've been eating over the past like, you know, couple months and everything, especially on the off season. Now, after having a check-in with Callum, I'm actually gonna talk about this outside of the walk, but essentially now I'm actually having to track my calories every single day, because we're doing a bit of a cleanup before prep starts.
Cool.
What are you doing?
Nothing.
Tell me.
Work.
Turn your phone around.
Yeah, what?
Considering the fact that me and Geordie are both gonna have to start tracking steps soon, like the Apple Watch is gonna be coming back out. The lead up to prep is beginning now. So we're gonna start tracking like 10,000 steps a day. While doing so, while walking outside, it's nice to listen to podcasts. It's nice to listen to audiobooks. It's nice to listen to music and all this sort of stuff. But sometimes it's just nice to play some Pokemon Go. Have you ever played Pokemon Go? It's about 5 years old and I rinsed the hell out of it when I downloaded it when it came out. We've been playing it for the past week and enjoying it way too much. Like I may be level 23 and Geordie may be level 24 because she's an absolute sweat.
Now.
25. I got some catching up to do. Nevertheless, we're super busy people and have no time for games.
Got a Benelby.
Got a Benelby. I've been contemplating making the switch to Sony for a long time now. See that? I liked how the white balance didn't go overexposed. When it's so much brighter outside, my camera would have been blown out. And this one is a 1635 lens. I use a 1535 lens, which you'd think would be a wider frame, but this is more of a full frame camera, I think, even though mine's meant to be full frame. But for some reason, this is, look at that, it's so white. I've just come over to this lovely little park area that's pretty close to where we live, because we literally just live right back there. It's actually kind of nice living in the center of Brighton, because there's always like something to do. It's right by the pier, and when the weather's nice, it is such a nice day because it's so close to the water. So over the weekend, so over the past few days, Friday and Saturday, because today's Sunday, we've been hanging out with friends, chilling on the beach and everything, and just like enjoying the nice weather and the summer that is pretty much just starting. What I wanted to come outside and talk about right now is I had a call with Callum last week, and we are essentially about to begin like the start of prep, like tomorrow being Monday. We're essentially 6 weeks out from the beginning of prep, but we want to do something a little bit different this year. Obviously, I'm on TRT. I'm cruising anabolics. We are not doing anything too crazy. I'm on 150 test, and that is literally it. I've lost a bit of size, I've lost a bit of fullness, but I feel generally really good. At the end of this period, we're gonna run some blood work and see how everything's looking. So everything's going in the right direction. We have a really good plan right now. But what we're essentially doing is getting ahead of the game 6 weeks earlier than we did at the beginning of last prep. Because when prep started last year, 18 weeks out from the first show, at that 18-week out point is when I started consistently tracking every single day, tracking my steps, tracking my calories, tracking the macros, everything was tracked. But this time we're gonna get the ball rolling 6 weeks early, because Callum's show, he's actually hosting his first ever IFBB 2 Bros show 2 weeks before the Arnold, which is 2 weeks before the Pro Card show. His show is on the 10th of September, which is essentially the qualifying show, which I have to do to be able to do the Arnold. And then the Arnold is the 23rd of September, which is held at the NEC in Birmingham. So if you're from the UK and you were thinking about coming to the Arnold Expo this year, I will be there competing on the Friday in Classic, trying to get my Pro Card. So if you are in the West Midlands and thinking about coming to a sick expo, I'll be there trying to achieve my literal dreams. So any support is gonna be massively appreciated at that expo. The reason we're doing this is because it's gonna build routine for the beginning of prep. So when we actually start the supplementation side of it, when it officially begins, we'll be in a better body condition. Essentially, I'll be a lot leaner starting prep, which means that we can, at the start, we can essentially bump calories up a little bit because I'll be already in such a good condition, which means we can drop calories slower, enabling us to retain more muscle during the whole prep, therefore finishing at a higher caloric intake, which means prep hopefully will not be as miserable. Nevertheless, it'll be miserable. It's gonna be hard, it's gonna be tough, it's gonna be the hardest one yet. I feel like I literally killed myself on the last prep, but this one is gonna be a hell of a lot different because, like, I'll be honest, when I was in Ukraine competing for my Pro Card for the first time, like literally, yep, last year was the first ever Pro Card attempt. This is gonna be season 2 and attempt 2 of the Pro Card. When I was in bed the night before, there was like something inside me, like, I don't know if it's in my soul or my heart or the back of my head, whether it was self-doubt or just like true, genuine belief, but I honestly didn't think I was ready. For some, like, mentally ready to accept it, mentally ready to call myself a pro. Whether I had believed that I put in the work or not, I'm not sure. But after this past off season and about to start prep, I can truly say and believe in myself that when I am one day out from the biggest show of my entire life, stepping on the Arnold stage for the first time, although it's the Arnold Amateur, it's still the bloody Arnold stage, I know in my heart, if I kill this prep, I will truly be deserving of the Pro Card. So this is the cleanup phase. Nothing crazy and drastic is gonna change. We're literally just gonna be following a consistent routine on the daily basis, preparing for the biggest prep of my entire life. So guys, right now, I'm gonna get the day started. We have a bunch of stuff to do today. If you did enjoy this video, please do me a favor, drop a like, subscribe if you haven't already, turn on post notifications, and I will see you in the next video. Peace.